Hey guys, I'm Matt, and for those of you that don't know me, I am very, very slightly nerdy about all the details regarding the late 80s and early 90s TV show Quantum Leap. Today, I'm super excited because I've just discovered something really cool that I did not know about the original series. And after 7-8 years researching all this stuff, it's quite rare that I find something new like this. Now, spoiler alert, don't get too excited. This is nothing in the same kind of league as, I don't know, discovering a new lost ending to Mirror Image, alright? This is small, but it's kind of cool, and I like it. This video is going to be about the Saga cells. You know the Saga cell because that's the bit at the start of every episode where we find out the background to the show and how Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished. You've seen it 100 times. Now, for Season 1, the Saga cell is made up of a bit of narration by Scott Bakula in character as Sam Beckett.
In the blink of a cosmic clock, I went from quantum physicist to Air Force test pilot.
There's 2 different variations of it with slightly different audio, slightly different video. That's a topic for another video. First half of Season 2, they ditched the Saga cell entirely. Second half of Season 2, they introduced this new one where we see a flight through a desert, we see the Quantum Leap project building, and then a whole load of clips from the show. And again, the slight variations of this, particularly with the audio, it's a topic for another video. Season 3 is where the Saga cell that you're probably most familiar with comes in. So this starts off with him stepping into the accelerator, a whole load of clips from the show, and we hear Deborah Pratt giving the voiceover that we were familiar with. Seasons 4 and 5 use the same voiceover, but change the clips.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished. His only guide on this journey is Al, an observer from his own time, the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear.
As a sidebar, in the mid-90s, the show went into syndication and the Season 4 version got copy-pasted across the entire show. But that's not what we're talking about today. One thing you'll have noticed when you look at those Saga cell clips is that the clips from the episodes are different from one season to the next, but the one thing that's the same is Sam stepping into the accelerator and vanishing. So we have this slow zoom into Sam as he steps towards the camera. There's a nice little crossfade as he looks up. He starts looking all excited about the leap he's going to make. His hair's going everywhere. The effect takes over and he leaps into the 50s. And that is the exact same footage used in Seasons 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's actually not footage used from the pilot, it's offcuts. Not really important for the point I'm about to make here. This is exactly how you will have seen it if you've been watching on DVD, streaming, Blu-ray, probably most overseas airings. I don't know. It's the only way I've ever seen it for certain. What I found is some original off-airs from the very first broadcast of Season 2. And the leap is different. So we start off with Sam at the blackboard, as normal. There's the flight through the desert. There's the shot of the Quantum Leap project. But here's the new material. The camera's static. Sam takes a step towards the camera. We then cut to Sam giving this really goofy grin. And then a different leap effect. How have we not seen this before? How have I not seen this before? This is so cool. So the entire second half of Season 2 uses this version of the Saga cell. It seems that at some point after the airing, the new leap effect that was introduced for the Season 3, 4 and 5 Saga cell was lifted and dropped into place at the start of the Season 2 Saga cell. Why? I have no idea, but it's super cool. And if you enjoyed learning about that, join me and my best friends Alison and Chris. We talk every week on the Quantum Leap podcast at quantumleappodcast.com, analysing the original series and the new series for all that lovely juicy detail and reviewing it. And you can go to forevertv.co.uk where you can order my book, Beyond the Mirror Image, The Observer's Guide to Quantum Leap. It's a huge, huge encyclopedia of facts and figures about the original series. This is a particularly nerdy corner of it. There's also much more accessible parts of it. But I think if you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the book.